Hi Libra, welcome to your December 2022 general love reading. This is your girl, Mermaid Tarot. Thank you so much for joining me here. This is a general love reading for the Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and or any other strong placement for the sign of Libra. This is a general reading, so it may resonate, it may not. Please remember to only take the messages that resonate with you and leave what doesn't for someone else who needs to hear that message. Hi Crosswatchers, you're very welcome here if you're interested in a Libra. Who wouldn't be? I'd like to remind Libra and Crosswatchers that energy is fluid, and this simply means you may feel like I'm describing a certain situation in the reading where you feel the roles are flipped or reversed, and that's completely okay. You're more than welcome to use your own discretion to flip those roles if that resonates with your specific situation the best. All right, Libra, let's dive right on in and see what you need to know about your love life at this time. And with this reading, I am tuning into an energy that's in and around your energetic field of someone that has romantic feelings or intentions towards you right now in this moment. Whether you are single or you're taken, if this is a crush, if this is something more, if this is someone you're together or apart from. Let's see who's coming through for your reading and why they're coming through, what Spirit wants to tell you about your love life at this time. So let's see. Ooh, okay, Libra, let's talk about it. The chaser. Chaser in codependent relationship, fear of abandonment issue. There is someone who's chasing in this. With whether it's you, whether it's the other energy around you, it feels that way, Libra. And there is someone who chases because they feel like this is the only one. They feel like you're the only one that can make them feel this way, that can make them feel loved. And it's different than what I was picking up on, let's just say, for Scorpio or Cancer's reading, where someone was just a little bit selfish, self-absorbed. I do feel with that, whatever this chasing energy is someone that just really does care and wants this to work and has been pushing and pushing for this to work. But no matter how hard someone tries, it's just not happening. And maybe it's just not the right time. Maybe there needs to be a separation. There needs to be distance. So someone could do healing. Someone can do spiritual evolution so you guys could be in alignment with each other's wants and needs. So maybe someone has been trying to decide, maybe I need to take a step back. Maybe I do need to break this off or go on a break right now. But it's really scaring the other person. It's putting them in a fearful mode. But Libra, know this, whoever's this chaser here, what is meant to happen shall happen in the right time, in the right way. And if it doesn't happen, that means something better is in store for you. So someone does need, in this moment, to release and let go. And to put your faith in the universe, put your faith in God, put your faith in whatever you want to call the entity of spirit. That what is meant to happen and what is happening right now is a part of my journey, and I accept that. Wow, spiritual, powerful messages for someone right now. Let's see, what does this energy want to tell Libra that they haven't told Libra? I know it was my fault and I'm sorry. Okay, so yeah, clearly whoever this energy is that wants to apologize, that wants to say they're sorry is the chaser here. Maybe they are seeing you're just breaking free, you're breaking away. You're walking away from the situation and it makes them upset. It makes them hurt. Something they did, though, Libra, that betrayed your trust, that made you feel everything you were trying to do to make this work wasn't worth it. And it's crazy how for some of us, it's like too little too late, or what we do realize when we do really care and love someone, it doesn't take for us to act on it until it disappears or walks out on our life. But someone is acknowledging that they did something wrong. Or at least they're aware of it. And maybe you guys haven't spoken because it's still pretty recent, pretty new, whatever this was that hurt you, Libra. But if they could tell you right now, they'd say they're sorry. They would say, I know it was my fault. I know I did this wrong. I'm seeing someone hold someone else. I wonder if you guys had like long hug sessions, or when you were sleeping over together, there was cuddle sessions, holding, spooning. I do see someone that misses someone being in their bed. It feels kind of lonely now, not having them at their house anymore. Maybe this is someone that you would always come over. Maybe you'd always go to their house. And it feels lonely without you now, Libra. But Spirit is saying that if there is a separation, if there is a breakup, that is meant to happen for the two of you in this moment. But what's to come from it? Let's see. With the tarot, I'm going to ask, how do they feel about you right now? What do they think of you? What do they like about you? What do they not like about you? What do they like about the connection that they have with you currently? And what do they not like about it? And what are their highest hopes and deepest fears in regards to this connection with you, Libra? What are they really hoping is going to happen between the two of you? And what are they afraid of is going to unfold? Yeah, so, wow. Libra, yeah, they are in a world of pain right now without you, to be honest here. They haven't been the same. They haven't been going out. Friends have been trying to invite them to hang out, to kind of distract them from this breakup with you, this separation with you, but they haven't been accepting those invitations. If people have been flirting with them, DMing them, they have been closing them out as well because they're still thinking about you. They still feel like you're the only one that was meant to be in their life. And there's some wound. Clearly, it could have been an inner child wound because to me in this picture, it looks like a little girl. They did something out of insecurity. They did something out of impulse. They did something out of a pain, fearful reaction, and they just regret it big time because it meant losing you, or it meant not seeing you anymore. It meant not speaking to you. But maybe this is the catalyst for their growth. Let's see. Let's keep going. Yeah, they did something foolish. They did something without thinking. They did something on impulse that really bit them in the end. Yeah. They're hoping you two will be together again, though. They're hoping that this is not the end between the two of you. Wow, okay. So bottom of the deck, the Two of Cups. Cancer energy. Some of you could be dealing with the Cancer. You could have Cancer in your chart. It does not have to be the case, but this was a soulmate connection here, or they still feel very bound to you emotionally. They feel like you guys had something special, something rare, something that they didn't feel with anyone else. And they're still very much in love with you, Libra. Even if something happened that they later regret, even if they did something to hurt you, even if you guys haven't spoken since all this has happened, they still care about you. They still are in love with you. And that's something they believe is not ever going to die out. That's something that they believe is not ever going to fade away. You guys have built something here that they feel is meant to last. And even if it's really rocky right now, even if it's pretty dead silent between the two of you, they just feel like the experience you guys have had is always something they're going to remember, and always something that they're going to cherish, and always something that they're going to reflect on as being, you're the one that you're either like their first love, you're the one that was something where maybe they thought they had love once upon a time, but it wasn't until they met you they really understood it. But with whatever happened here that they want to apologize for, something just was not, even with the Two of Cups here, there was still something that I feel, Libra, you felt wasn't satisfying you. You felt like maybe, again, with this Chaser card here, maybe there was someone you always had to assure that you had feelings for. You kind of picked up on their insecurities. Maybe they had trust issues. Maybe they were cheated on before, and because of that, they'd always accuse you of flirting with other people. They always accuse you of, if you were to go out, that you were hanging out with people they didn't want you to hang out with, or something along those lines. And maybe it was just that level of suspicion or that level of distrust that really pushed you away, Libra. But let's go on into this reading. How they feel about you right now is the Ace of Pentacles. Earth energy, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy. So they feel like you're one of a kind. They feel like you're a diamond in the rough. They feel like with you, there's still potential here. That you are someone that is loyal, solid, grounded, dependable. You are someone that they could see themselves committing to. You're someone to take seriously. You're someone that has value and worth. Man, they kind of, even if you guys are apart, they still talk about you with their family members and friends, and sometimes the family members and friends get a little bit worried about it or sick of it because it's a little constant how much they talk about you. But they put you on this pedestal. Really, they do. Of someone to be respected, of someone that I could have had it all with. But there's a part of their heart that still feels like they may be ready to offer a new beginning here between the two of you after whatever they've learned that they made a mistake in, after they learned that they needed a change about themselves. I do feel, Libra, having you in their life was a purpose for a breakthrough that they needed to have, needed to awaken to. And they've matured and they've grown from whatever situation that left you guys apart in the first place. What they think about this connection is the Death card. Scorpio energy. So they think they've changed. They think they really have shed all the negativity, the toxic behaviors, the toxic patterns, the codependency, the insecurities. They know that they have to shed that. They know that they have to let that go if they are ready or want to have another shot with you. They know they can't be the same coming back. They know they have to come back correct. And for some, I guess I'm picking up on another group here that for now, they know it has to be over. They know it has to be apart right now between the two of you. But the whole purpose of this, you've changed their life, Libra. You've changed the way they thought about love. You've changed the way they thought about themselves. You really highlighted a lot of things that they weren't ready to see before. You definitely gave them a tower moment, which we even see in this spread here that we'll get to. But you were the change in their life that they needed. Maybe the last time you saw this person, you were wearing black, or this person was wearing black, a black sweater maybe, or a black hoodie someone could be wearing. What they like the most about you is the Knight of Cups in reverse. Very interesting, Pisces energy. And what I feel with this of what they like the most about you, you're very genuine with your feelings. You don't go after something without really totally being completely devoted to it. You don't do anything halfway. And you're not fake. You don't tell people things just to make them feel better. You really do honor sincerity, loyalty, and in a way, you're not the person that sugarcoats things. You say it as it is, but it's not for the purpose of hurting people's feelings, but it's for the purpose of, I need to tell them the truth so they could become aware. And I feel as if your family members and your friends also know you to be this type of person. And if this other person was the chaser, let's just say, you've kind of taught them about being a little bit more independent. I do feel, Libra, you may not be as emotionally expressive as a lot of other people in your life. Maybe some people find you a bit cold or a bit detached when it comes to emotions, or it's very hard for you to talk about your emotions. But this person kind of sees that side of you as just, you know when to act on your feelings and you know how to act with your logic and your reason. And you may be more of a logical person. And that's something that you've mirrored to this person that they needed to start doing. Maybe they were overly emotional. They reacted too quickly off of their thoughts and their feelings without really thinking it through, without having facts or evidence. And again, I feel that you didn't allow the codependency to continue if it was getting clingy, if it was getting too much for you. You pulled that away. And even though at first they may have been hurt by it, they kind of realized that maybe they put too much on you emotionally. Maybe they suspected you of things that were unjust. And you've helped ground them in that way, Libra. And you are a loyal person. You're not the one to flirt with people if you are interested in someone, even if you're not in an exclusive relationship. You're not the type to play the field. If you like someone, you like them, and you focus on building that relationship. And even if they accused you before, I felt like that was more of their inner fears than it was based on anything you've ever done to prove that. What they don't like about you is the World card. Fixed energy, Taurus, Scorpio, Aquarius, Leo energy. So for those of you, it seems as if you've just picked yourself up and you're moving on. And since you guys have last spoken, maybe you've achieved a lot, whether that was something like getting a promotion in your job, a new job, having some sort of accomplishment in your life that you're very proud of, that you shared online, that you shared on your social media. And they wish they could have told you congratulations. They wish they could have messaged you that they were happy for you and proud of you. I also feel, Libra, with this World card, you guys could have come from different cultures, different backgrounds, maybe even different parts of the world. There could have been distance between the two of you. And that's something that always bothered them. They wish they could have been closer to you, or even if there was different ideas, different religions, different philosophies about how to live life, what relationships should be like, you kind of challenge their thoughts and feelings on that. But for some of you, yeah, they look at you, they think of you, and it looks like you're just doing very well. You're kind of gracefully rising up against whatever heartbreak or whatever disappointment or whatever breakup happened within this connection. And it seems like you're doing great, even if that's not the truth. It appears that way, and if it is, awesome. But they are just still stuck on this, stuck on you, missing you, wanting you, manifesting you to come back, manifesting a reconciliation. They wonder how you could be doing so well, I guess, for some. After the strong, emotional, romantic situation you guys are in. You know, with the Ace of Pentacles and the Chaser here, December may be the time, even if it's been weeks, months, you haven't spoken or talked. Maybe December is the time they're going to offer something here, ask you out on a date, ask you to get coffee, to talk things out, wanting to reconcile whatever broke apart between the two of you. What they like the most about this connection is the Moon card. Pisces energy, Cancer energy for me as a reader. So they still feel very emotionally attached to you, emotionally bonded to you, maybe even telepathically, psychically bonded to you. And what I mean by that is through their daydreams, even through dreams. Maybe you recently had a dream of this person. And that's something that they still feel like that's the way they can connect with you, is by through their thoughts and their feelings and their memories with the Six of Cups. The visualizations they feel like is bringing you guys closer together even when you're apart. But they feel like whatever you formed with the Two of Cups in the past, maybe they revealed something like a secret, something as they never told anyone before, but in the moment they told you something about their childhood, something about their past that was really emotional for them. You were there and you helped and you healed and you just held that space for that person to just release that. And you were someone that maybe took them out of those lower emotions, lower moods, especially with the logical person that you are, that I was picking up with the Knight of Cups in reverse, where you just kind of introduce a new way of thinking to this person that isn't so pessimistic, that isn't so emotionally connected, but to see things in a higher logic, in a higher way. You brought them out of those low moods a lot of the time, Libra. And maybe for some of you, I don't know why I'm feeling this, but addiction, could have been an issue. And again, that could just be the codependency that I'm feeling here. But for some of you, it could have been like alcohol, drug, food, anything that kind of fill a hole within someone that they didn't know how to cope with. Maybe you were helpful there through their healing of an addiction in some way that they'll always be thankful for, they'll always be grateful for. I do feel for some of you, you were there for them in a very, very dark time in their life. Something that happened, something that was devastating to them. You were that support system. What they don't like about this connection is the Fool in reverse. Aquarius energy, Aries energy. So a couple different things I'm feeling from this. For some of you, yeah, they really regret whatever they did that was impulsive, that was out of pain, out of a wound. You know, I really don't feel like it was cheating, but maybe that's the case for some of you, but it feels more like maybe they decided if things got too deep, or they were assuming something about what you were doing or what you weren't telling them, what you weren't showing them, whatever it was. They may have ghosted you, or they may have completely jumped the fence and just left this connection out of nowhere, out of the blue, and kind of chased or ran away or whatever. And that's something that they really regret doing, because now they want to be the chaser. They don't want to be the runner anymore. Or maybe they're seeing that, thinking you would chase after them, you didn't. And now they're really beating themselves up over doing that to you, Libra. You didn't deserve that. They know that. I feel with this Fool in reverse too, they haven't built up the courage to take that leap of faith and reaching out to you and explaining everything and telling you everything that they still feel about you. They still feel at times, or up until this point with whatever happens in December, that they just weren't ready. And as time went by, you got over it, or you were starting to heal from it. You were starting to move on from it. And they feel like they should have done this sooner. If it has been a lot of time between when you guys last spoke and now. And maybe for some of you, there was a question about moving in together or moving closer to one another if there was distance, and they didn't do it. And that's what was your final straw. Especially if it was like a long distance relationship that was going for a long time. How are we going to have a relationship with 2 years of being apart? And then for you to not take that leap of faith with me to do it, it's just not going to work out. And they regret making that decision to not move closer to you if that was your situation for some of you. Highest hopes is the Six of Cups. Scorpio energy. That everything you guys have been through still means something to you. That if they do decide to come back, that they can rely on everything you've formed together that is still strong, and that you still feel the same way after all this time. That you guys still will have something to talk about, to remember, to build upon. That the foundation, even if it was left still under construction, that you guys can continue to build on that from what you've already formed. But yeah, some of you, this has been going on for a very long time between the two of you, this connection. And I still feel, especially with the Two of Cups here, that they still have these feelings for you ever since you stopped talking, ever since you guys started this connection. That has never died down, and that won't fade away. They know that. They feel that. For some of you, there was a period of time where you talked about having kids, and they think you'd be a very good parent, and they still daydream about what it would be like to have a child with you. Deepest fear is the Tower. Aries energy, Scorpio energy. What's been done has been done, and there's no going back. There's no rebuilding. that what was done was just really just beyond even the last straw, was something that you'll not want to work on, that you, even with whatever this was that brought this tower moment on, you've seen it now and it can't change what you think of this situation. And losing you would be devastating. It feels, any tower moment appears that way. But that even with the tower moment, again, it always brings me the feeling of divine intervention. And that maybe the deepest fear is that Spirit's trying to say to someone here, like, it's better to have this end. It's better to let the tower fall. You've learned the lessons. Now let it be. But this person just can't let it be with you, Libra. They're fighting. They're fighting the resistance that they're trying to give you guys space, but it's getting harder and harder for them every day that they don't talk to you. They also don't want to, if they do come back, there's a fear that you would be very angry, that you have a lot to say that you didn't say, that you would not be so open to them returning, and that you may be a little bit hostile as well, which is something they can't deal with right now for some of you. All right, Libra, to see the likely outcome of this situation, what they're likely to do in the upcoming days, weeks, will they say anything? Will they have this talk, or will it just end as it is? We're going to go ahead and take this to Vimeo for the extended reading. But before we go, I'm going to go ahead and pull one more card from this deck here and see what else Spirit wants to tell you to wrap this reading up. Any last minute messages from Spirit that Spirit wants you to know about, Libra, that could give you better clarity, insight, healing, guidance in regards to this situation. Anything else we want to tell Libra, Spirit, before we wrap this up? There we go. Wow. Here's the image. And it says, when it comes to matters of the heart, there is no wrong or right. Every choice you make expands your understanding of life and love. So I do feel what Spirit does want to recognize here is that it's not saying that what this person did or didn't do was right or wrong. I think that what Spirit wants to say is some of you guys have been struggling with, why did this happen? What was the purpose of all this for me to fall or feel so deeply for this to fall apart? I do feel that there was something from this that helped you better understand yourself, your needs, what you're looking for in love. And maybe even for some of you guys, if there was some sort of trauma bond, or if there was some sort of pull to this person, maybe you started to recognize what was wounded within you that maybe needed to be healed through this person. But whatever this is, this has definitely evolved both of you. This definitely has brought to you guys a better understanding of love in general, what a healthy type of love is, what a high vibrating type of love is. And I think both of you guys have learned that through this connection here. Some of the lessons were definitely harder than others, but it's opened both of your minds to understanding what true love looks like and how someone could have that in their life, and can we have that with each other anymore? Well, to see the likely outcome of the situation, we're going to go ahead and take this to Vimeo for the extended reading. To see what they're likely to do in the upcoming days, weeks, I'm going to overturn this card here and pull some oracle cards as well to just dive deeper into this whole situation. If you guys still have questions, let's get those answered. So if you'd like to join me for the extended reading, open up the description box and you'll see the link to Vimeo, which will take you to the extended reading. But if this is where we depart, Libra, I really hope that this reading has given you the clarity, insight, healing, guidance that you're looking for in regards to what you're going through in your love life at this time. If it has, please let me know. Drop a comment below, hit that like button, don't forget to subscribe. I love you, Libra, very much, and I'll see you next time. Take care, Libra.